Good evening. Thanks for everyone staying for this particular, to hear me speak. Thank you so much for your time. As you all can see, we're all driven by content. There's such a demand for content these days, it's incredible. Whether it's on your phone, on your tablet, people looking for original content. And the market is very large, so we're trying to be a facility to be able to accomplish that. So just to give you an idea, original digital video is defined as professionally produced content for delivery and consumption. So when we say professional, it has to be done with very excellent quality, very great scripts. It's got to be a good product because people can tell you right away if it's no good, so it's got to be very well done. And there's a number of companies that are in that market right now of getting original content, and the market is spending $50 billion a year to produce new original content. And this is what they spent in 2017, so you can see that it's over $50 billion there already. So, and it breaks it down into different categories and different companies and what they're spending. These companies that you see right here are requiring a lot of content. Everybody looking to buy. You can see the different categories. And it's all across the board. Everyone is looking for content, so the demand is huge. So who are the super competitors? Well, these are the ones that are super competitors. Netflix, Hulu, you know who they are. You'll never cancel your Netflix account, even though if it goes to $50 because of the good quality content they produce. But these are all the people that are involved, and the different companies are involved in getting content delivered to your device at any time. So just imagine if you had a one-stop hub where you can come and create all the content that you want, and you don't have to move around. You're going to save money. It's going to be done quickly. It's going to also be fast. So you're saving money, and that's exactly what the industry is looking for, especially when there's a shortage. Phase one is a repositioned building. It's 8 acres of land in Mississauga, close to all the amenities, all the infrastructure that makes it good. And that's going to be ready in about 6 months. The last studio I had took about, we sold it for about $40 million, and it took like 10 years to find another location because they were usually on big pieces of land that developers want to redevelop into high-rise condo. Phase two is something we're looking in the future because the market is growing, so we like to position ourselves into the future because we see what's happening with the previous studio that we had that somebody bought them, developing, and we had to go looking. So this time we want to be a little ahead of the game. Basically, so it goes from script to screen to streaming. You make the script all in one location to get everything done in one particular location. Well, why Toronto? Toronto is the biggest Hollywood North for producing content. But technically, we have the best technician, the best staff, the best group of people, everything you need in Toronto right here that you can still rival Hollywood. So the first capital expenditure, the $30 million facility, when we put everything together, the land, the renovations, the reposition, and to smartify the building to bring it to fruition. And this is the income coming in because film companies pay you in advance before they use the facilities, so there's no big risk at all. It's de-risk a lot of the times, but you have to serve them in a very strategic and a good way, and they come back consistently. There's very few people in the industry, so they know the kind of work that you do. They know you're dependable. And as you can see briefly, you can see the break-even analysis in some of these numbers, and they're very real numbers, because studios rent from anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 a day, and they're spending $200,000 to $300,000, if not more, per day just shooting. So you have to have everything in the right location. The phase two is going to complete with everything. Number one, as you see, that's accommodations there. It's a condo. They're larger than the regular condos because you're dealing with A-list stars and a number of other things, including producers, directors. They want to be pampered as if they're home away from home. And number two is the office space. And as you can see, the numbers, there's sound stages. There's a subway system we're building, a pool. There's actually a courthouse and a jail because those are the two biggest things they always want to use in a film that brings in a lot of money. In Toronto, they spend $500,000 for use the courthouse downtown, and The jails are even more. And then the subway system that they use on Bay Street is even more. They have a short time in order to use that. So we want to accommodate that. And number 3 is for the staff, technical people, extras. So everybody's in one location to keep everything very consistent. So first of all, we're thinking about equity position, but we're going to look at doing a token, like STO, a security token offering, which is a security against the real estate itself. And as you can see, it's undivisible ownership. So if you want to sell part of your tokens, which is tied to the real estate, it's all secured against an asset. And some of the token holders are going to buy the tokens and use it to produce content because the price of the token will go up while the certain part of the aspect of the studio will remain the same. So it's pretty well to keep it in a certain circle. And you can use it to buy real estate within the development if you want to. And income will derive from rental of the space. We have a data bank. So it's almost like a REIT in a certain way. You can do a lot of things with the token. It can be flexible. But it's all secured against the real estate, almost like a mortgage. It is a mortgage, but by another name. So the exit strategy is to M&A, management buyout, or to redevelop the land. The land, all the studios that we've owned for the last 30 years have gone up in value tremendously. Like the land value goes crazy because on this particular one, it's 8 acres. Just imagine in 10 years you rezone 8 acres for 10 times density. That's 10 million square foot of buildable foot of land of building. So you can increase the asset just by the land value alone. So it's pretty safe all the way through. Now, we're in the Dundas area in Mississauga, of Dundas Street there, that 8 acres. This is the Dundas Connect. Dundas Connect is going to call for the next 10 years for the whole area to be redeveloped as a main throughway going all the way to Oakville. So automatically the land is within this zone, so the property would definitely going to appreciate arithmetically. And you can get that report if you want. It stipulates all within that area. So this is our team. I'm the founder. I'm a real estate developer by profession. Michael Fuller is in New York. He's did over $500 million in real estate. And Dr. Sean Arquette is a computer scientist that works with Hitachi. He's very good with smartified buildings, and he's also was one of the key person who helped develop the players that goes with a lot of the data centers that deploy a lot of content through like Netflix and all the other stuff. Very, very interesting company. So we also work with the gaming companies because the film company and also gaming company use our facilities. Gaming uses it for motion capture. And gaming actually produces a lot more money than the film industry. So we get the gaming people, we get the technology people, we get the film people, and these are some of the people that we work with on our team to deliver content across the board. And I want to thank you guys for staying to listen to what I have to say. We have a booth 215 inside the hall, and here's my contact information if you want to get some more detailed information about the industry. It can give you some statistics and some detailed information. I thank you so much for being here today. God bless.